Welcome to the wonderful world of ChinnyVision. This time I'm firing up my Spectrum 48K and looking at Splat. Splat comes from that early era of Spectrum games which have really simple yet quite addictive gameplay. The idea is, as you can see on the screen, you guide the character around the hazards and escape each level, although it's not necessarily escape, it's just when a counter counts down really and you've explored enough to get onto level 2. You can define your keys, which is nice for a Spectrum game of this era. Many a game I've played where you've had some really stupid and frustrating key combinations to play the game. For example, Ant Attack. Here you've got your main character in the middle of the screen, Zippy, and the screen moves around, the computer chooses where the screen is. You mustn't hit the walls, you've got to try and eat as much of the grass as possible, and you cannot go off the edge of the screen as I just have there. Thing is, I'm playing this on a natural rubber keyed Spectrum 48K, so and with the capture delay, the usually unresponsive specky keyboard is even worse, because by the time I've seen it and pressed the key, it's already happened and I'm dead. So running around here trying to collect as much of this grass as possible. You don't have to collect the grass, that just gives you more score. What we're watching there is that percentage going up, so that we've explored all of the level, which enables us to get onto level 2. The screen scrolls at a Spectrum character size at a time. I think that's 8 pixels, which makes it quite jerky moving around. Though oddly enough, the Amstrad version, which has nicer graphics, moves around even worse. And it got some nice sampled speech there as we get to the end of level 1. Which is a nice touch again on a game of this era. On to level 2, each level gets a little bit more difficult. I'm not going to get very far in this game because, as I say, the specky keyboard is proving very difficult to play with. Level 2 got some fruit or things, those purple things to also collect, which gives you more points, and also water hazards. As I was saying, there is a version of the Amstrad. It looks nicer, but isn't as good as the specky version. I must apologise for the picture quality at this stage. This is coming off my issue 4 Spectrum 48K via my modded RF port, which now outputs composite. But because it's an issue 4, the picture still isn't great, so apologies for that. We do try and usually do a bit better than this. There's not much more to say about Splat, really. It's a fun game. If you can play this on a hard key Spectrum or under emulation, all the better, because you'll get much better reaction time than pressing the mushy rubber keys and hoping against hope it actually registers what you want in time. One of the perils of being a 48K owner, I guess. But overall, for its time, Splat is really good. And hey, wouldn't it be fantastic to be able to play this in a modern form on your iPhone or Android device, because even today it stands up as an example of a simple yet really addictive game format.